Welcome to the latest USL Championship in 10 for Week 2. My name is Jason Longshore here at Soccer Down Here. Ready to give you 10 things you need to know about the USL Championship this week. Let's start with number 1, the Tampa Bay Rowdies. They've won both of their matches this season. They are yet to concede a goal. They've only conceded one shot on goal. It's been a pretty easy move to Tampa Bay for new goalkeeper John McCarthy. Hasn't had a whole lot to do in net for the Rowdies. Saturday night in their home opener in front of over 7,200 fans, Sean Barry was the man of the match. It was a 2-0 win over the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Barry had a goal and an assist from his wingback position. Barry had some adversity in 2018, suffered an injury early last season with Real Salt Lake that limited him to just over 200 minutes in the year. Tampa Bay has really benefited from Barry coming into this team and with something to prove as well. Number 2 on the list, OKC Energy, also perfect in 2019. They had their second win over the weekend, holding off the visiting Las Vegas Lights for a 2-1 victory. Deshaun Brown opened the scoring for the Energy, but Havan Torre equalized for Eric Winalda's Las Vegas Lights early in the second half. It was Cordell Cato, who was recently called up to the Trinidad and Tobago national team, who assisted on the winner. Jamaican forward Owain Omar Gordon gave the Energy the 3 points with a late second half goal. Oklahoma City Energy are one of 4 teams to have a perfect mark, 2 wins, 6 points so far in 2019. Number 3 on the list, North Carolina FC. Also perfect, one of those perfect 4 teams. They had a big win on the road over Bethlehem Steel, 1-0. NCFC, they dominated the match. They outshot Bethlehem 14-6, but unable to put many past the Steel. It was early in the second half that Marios Lomas, who had missed a penalty early in the first half, or in the first half stoppage time, he scored the winner in the 51st minute. Stephen Miller with the assist. It's been a good start to Dave Sarakin's USL Championship career with North Carolina FC. I think it was a surprise when the news came out that Sarakin made the decision to join North Carolina FC after his run as the caretaker manager of the U.S. men's national team. Things are looking pretty good for Sarakin right now in Cary, North Carolina. Number 4 on the list, St. Louis FC. They're the other remaining team with 6 points through 2 matches. They're in the top spot in the current USL Championship power rankings on the league's website at uslchampionship.com. Caleb Calvert with a late header in Nashville gave St. Louis the 3 points. It was a tough back-and-forth match in the Music City. Nashville had their chances, unable to put St. Louis away, and Calvert rose up to win a header late in the match to put his side through. The big match this weekend is St. Louis hosting Tampa Bay at the Worldwide Technology Soccer Park's Toyota Stadium. Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN+. That will be a must-see for USL Championship fans. Number 5 is the USL Championship Player of the Week, Brian Brown. His 2 goals brought Reno 1868 back to defeat the Austin Bold 2-1. Ian Russell's squad in Reno, unbeaten in 2019. They had a 2-2 draw in Week 1. They get the 3 points here. Brown was recently called up to the Jamaican national team. This type of performance is a big reason why, along with his 17 goals in 2018. The Reggae Boys, they have a number of USL Championship players, and they're headed into a critical CONCACAF Nations League qualifier on Saturday against El Salvador on the road in San Salvador. Going to be a tough one for the Reggae Boys. We'll see if Brian Brown can continue his strong form and help them move along in the CONCACAF Nations League. Number 6 on the list was the craziest match of the weekend. The Tulsa Roughnecks won 5-3 on the road at Orange County SC. This was the Roughnecks' first road win in 18 months. 0 last year. You're going back to late in the 2017 season that Tulsa had 3 points earned on the road. And they had to come from behind in this one, too. Orange County took a 2-goal lead in the first half. And Luca Lobo, his second goal of the night in the second half, gave Tulsa the lead that they held on to. Orange County pulled one back in stoppage time. It was a spectacular goal, but it wasn't enough. It's a 5-3 win for Tulsa. They have a big match coming up this weekend against your number 7 item on the list. That number 7 item on the list is Santi Moar and New Mexico United. Santi did everything he could to try to give New Mexico United their first win in their history, but Phoenix Rising battled back to earn a 3-3 draw in a wild one in Phoenix. Moar's 2 goals, both spectacular, both could have been up for USL Championship goal of the week. One was, and I think it's my vote. I've already voted. That was my vote for the week. Moar had a big year last year with the Bethlehem Steel, and now he's really making a name for himself in New Mexico. He was one of their first signings, an exciting player, a guy you have to keep up with week after week. He's part of the team of the week this week as well. New Mexico hosting Tulsa in midweek action on Wednesday. After Tulsa's crazy match over the weekend and New Mexico United with Santi Moar, that's one Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, ESPN+. Number 8 on the list, the 7 expansion teams in the USL Championship this season, drawing big crowds, a lot of excitement, no wins yet. 0-8-6 for the first 2 weeks of the season. It looked like maybe there'd be a winner in Memphis with Loudoun United visiting Memphis 901. That one ended up in a draw. You've got teams that are close. Birmingham has been very close. New Mexico has been very close. No wins yet. I think what that tells you is that the USL Championship, the overall level of the league is very high. It's much higher than it's been in recent years. It's not easy to walk in and build a team from scratch and be competitive year one. The new squads have shown a lot off the field. They've shown a lot of quality. They're still putting it together on the field. The results are speaking to that. Number 9 on the list, big news today out of Charlotte. The Independents have acquired goalkeeper Curtis Anderson on loan from Manchester City. He's a U17 World Cup winner with England in 2017. He's been part of Manchester City since he was 11. He's 18 years old now. He has Premier League 2 and UEFA Youth League experience, but USL Championship will be his first senior professional experience. I think it's a huge statement that Manchester City feels like Charlotte is a good place for Anderson to take his next developmental steps. Charlotte hosting Atlanta United 2 on Saturday night. Number 10, this year, 2019, we'll see the first ever USL Academy Cup take place. It's the first step of a process that will lead to the USL's first Academy League. Academy teams from not just USL Championship, but USL League 1 clubs, USL League 2 clubs will be able to take part. And the long-term vision is that all USL clubs at all levels will field academies. This year, the first USL Academy Cup, will include the U13 and the U17 age groups. That's it for Week 2. USL Championship in 10. Jason Longshore signing off.